coming. Who is Mike Jones coming? Slab shining with the grilling woman. Slab shining with the grilling woman. I'm Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones, the one and only. You can't clone me. Got a lot of haters and a lot of homies. Some friends and some phony. Back then, didn't want me. Now I'm hot. All on me. Back then, didn't want me. Now I'm hot. All on me. Back then, didn't want me. Now I'm hot.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody.
All on me. Back then, didn't want me. Now I'm hot. All on me.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And that shot should leave no doubt as to where we are tonight. It's the Toyota Center here in downtown Houston, Texas. Well, the weekend obviously is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side are analysts Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. From the sideline, we'll have the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a bit. A battle in the Western Conference. This Houston crowd hoping to watch their Rockets come out on top. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Thompson and Durant, the deadly shooting wing pair. Down low, it's Green and Cousins. And it's Curry in at the point guard. We have two teams tonight, Doris, with a lot of experience between them. What type of game, in your view, does that typically result in?
Well, typically you see a very well-played game. Very few turnovers from either side. A high level of execution on both the offensive and defensive ends. And sometimes it comes down to the little things. Who wins the 50-50 balls? Who goes to the free throw line more? When you're talking about two high-caliber, experienced teams, it's the little things that make a difference.
Attention to detail. Well said. Now here's Durant following the shot by Chris Paul. Now here's Cousins. They kick it out to Green. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. He almost never get that wide open a look.
Inside. It's stolen by Curry. 3-on-3. Here's Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
Boy, if you allow Kevin Durant to play in space, in transition, you can turn the lights out.
Harden outside. Paul kicks it to Tucker. Paul against Curry. From deep, Harden bangs home the trifecta. Harden's got 6.
And you gotta love how Paul sees the whole court so well. Maybe the best quality for a point guard to have.
Now here's Green. Here's Thompson. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
Well, Mouse in the house. He recognizes the size advantage and goes right to the rim. Good aggressive play.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
It is easy to get lost in the well-rounded offensive game of Klay Thompson, but let's remember, this guy is an elite defender. Quick feet, great athleticism and length. Boy, what a player.
Here's Curry following the basket by Chris Paul. Lets it go with a 3. And that's good. Steph Curry for 3. Curry's got his second bucket of the game to go. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Steve Kerr. What do you have to say?
Yeah, Kevin, he's mindful of the fact that this is a shot-blocking team they're playing, but he doesn't want his team to be shy offensively. He said, if anything, we have to be patient and at the same time aggressive. If we can be deceptive in the way we attack, and there are ways to do that, we can score inside. We'll see if that works, Kevin.
That's great, David. Thanks. They've got their hands full against a team that plays such tough D.
And that's why you got to be flexible in terms of your game plan, particularly on the offensive end. They might have to try a few different approaches so they find one that works.
Well, I agree, because I don't think anything's coming easy for them tonight. They know it's almost impossible to score in bunches against this team. You've got to grind it out.
And Durant sends it back. Harden Gordon against Thompson. Shoots from the elbow, and it's Golden State with another.
Well, you've got to mix up your looks and where you score from. And right now, Klay Thompson, the mid-range jumper on point.
Tucker, the pass to Carmelo. There's the dish to Harden. Back to Anthony. And another three for Houston.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Well, you think about a guy like Carmelo Anthony, who had for the entirety of his career been the franchise player. But since leaving New York, he's been more than willing to accept that supporting role.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they've shot the basketball.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Houston with a big group substitution here. Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Anderson comes in for P.J. Tucker. Ennis, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Gordon in for James Harden. And then for Golden State, Jordan Bell's checked in for Green. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. And McCaw is subbed in for Klay Thompson. Now here's Paul. 6 to shoot. From deep. Beyond the arc and then some. Paul's got his second bucket of the night.
And Paul has a beautiful stroke from deep. A gifted shooter who drains perimeter shots with consistency.
There's a good screen. Here's Iguodala. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Iguodala's got his first basket.
Well, he's able to get to the hoop, Kev, because of that great solid screen.
Paul against Curry. Paul kicks to Ennis. For the three, Chris Paul, and that's good. Paul's got 8 points. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Passes it to Curry. And another three for Golden State.
I'll tell you, this guy will not stop pouring it on. It doesn't matter what approach they've tried to use against him. He has had an answer for everything.
Now here's Anderson. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Over to the left wing. Paul outside. Nene with the screen on Curry. No good off the front iron.
Maybe not that time, but he'll hit more than his share if he's left open.
And he gets the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
There's a good screen. Pass to Anderson. And another three for Houston.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the trip.
Screen by Cousins. Here's McCaw. A three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, coming off that screen, wide open, just can't convert.
Well, I think, Greg, that's exactly what you want. The screen was solid. The execution just fell a little bit short on the shot.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We come back right after this. Now a chance to hear shooting.
It's all about not making mistakes.
And Greg, nowadays it's all about pushing the pace.
And it's an offensive-oriented league now. When you execute and really look to attack, it puts the opposition on their heels.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
I'll tell you, they've simply been more assertive in the open floor. They're leaking out early, converting with confidence.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Bell is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And there's Livingston. And there's Iguodala. And it's McCaw in at the two-guard spot. Cousins against Nene. Screen by Cousins. It's stolen by Ennis. And now here comes Gordon leading the break from the arc. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Well, Steve Kerr has talked about the emotional and spiritual fatigue that can set in for a Warriors team that has now played in 4 straight finals. And remember, Steve Kerr knows a thing or two about this from his years with the Chicago Bulls. They simply have to fight through it.
Unloads from 13. And it's off the back rim. No good.
He does everything right except drain the shot.
Knocked away and stolen by Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Coach Steve Kerr looks to give his players breaks. Doris getting away from the game, what he calls filling their cup.
Well, I think, Kevin, it's mentally taxing, battling 10 months a year over and over again. And Steve is emphasizing it's important to have time away from basketball to recharge a bit.
Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for the Rockets. James Harden comes in for Ennis. Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Thompson comes in for Patrick McCaw. Harden the pass to Gordon. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his third assist on the night.
You know, rough start for him, but he seems to have turned the corner here in the second period.
Thompson inside the line. Gets to the corner and buries it. Thompson's got 8.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Neither team wants to give an inch. This is fun. Both teams trying desperately to seize the momentum.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Now here's Livingston. He's guarded closely. Poked away. It's stolen by Green. A 3-ball. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Now here's Livingston, guarded by Harden. Thompson against Green. Now here's Thompson. Defense is right there. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. Houston leading by 5.
Carmelo Anthony, one of the most formidable scorers ever. Top 20 in points all time in NBA history.
The screen from Thompson. Livingston kicks to Thompson. Will it go? That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Well, you have to appreciate watching Klay Thompson ply his trade. The shooting form is absolutely perfect.
Timeout called. The Rockets on a responsibility, Doris, of being the focal point of an offense. What characteristics have you seen are shared among NBA players who carry the load offensively for their teams every game?
Right. This is a great separation point to me in the NBA because there are a lot of outstanding players at the level on any given night in the NBA. But, Kevin, there is a select few players who are willing to share the lion's share of the responsibility. Men like Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Russell Westbrook. Like, you have to be prepared 82 times per year to step between the lines, shoulder the load, and sometimes when you underperform, to bear the criticism that comes with that responsibility. Kevin, you know this. That's a select few player who's willing to absorb that.
Good thoughts. Paul dishes to Anthony. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Anthony's got the lead up to 9 now for Houston. Golden State's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. There's the pick. Curry kicks to Thompson. Harden grabs the miss. Houston leading by 9. Pass to Tucker over Green. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Tucker's got his first points of the night.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Green. The Rockets pull it in. Harden the pass to Carmelo. He kicks it to Tucker. Anthony against Durant. From 13. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Kevin Durant.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode.
And as he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. Golden State also making some changes. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Bell. And McCaw is subbed in for Klay Thompson. Harden dishes to Tucker. Offensive rebound. There's the pass to Durant. Rebounded by Capella.
The only way he doesn't finish is if the defense gets in his face. Nice job.
I love this approach. Despite the lead, still...
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it's good. Eric Gordon taking care of business in this one. He had 12 points and 1 assist. Kenny, what do you think about the Rockets?
Well, they were completely in rhythm shooting the basketball. Just watching the flow of their offense, everything clicked into place. Fantastic shot selection.
And that does it for our half.
That's why I'm usually an all-star. You never catching me off guard. Why you think I made this song? I'm already cooking.
And as we return to Houston, Texas, a terrific look at the skyline here. The Toyota Center, part of that great landscape. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Curry has been sensational.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
I think you can look to specifically the patience and the shot creation. Really solid effort.
Paul and Harden are the incredible backcourt duo. Melo and Tucker are the forwards. And it's Capella in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Thompson from long range. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor. And Paul launches it from deep. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. Warriors trail by 11. Curry with it. He's picked up by Paul. At the elbow, it's Cousins. Got a piece of it. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Houston leading by 11. And here's Harden. Makes it off the glass. Harden's got 11 points.
Listen, he's been a key component of their offense tonight. Efficient and effective.
And James Harden was crowned MVP after last season. Greg, hard to argue with that selection.
But Harden has had a case to win an MVP award for several years now. Finally was able to be the clear choice this past season. Another great line on what is shaping up to be a Hall-worthy resume.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, I'd like to see them mix it up a little bit. You've got to keep the opposition off balance.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Curry against Paul. Kicks it to Capella. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Rockets lead by 17.
And really the story of the half, one team shooting it lights out, the other, the lights are just out.
Yeah, that's right. You said it. They don't find a way to switch it back on. They're in trouble.
Cousins on the follow. He's got 6.
You got to love how Cousins uses his size, his reach. He's more prolific on the defensive glass, but obviously a factor on the offensive end as well.
So for the Rockets, Anderson comes in for Clint Capella, and Eric Gordon subbed in for James Harden. And Golden State also making a change. Iguodala's checked in.
So much attention drawn by Melo, able to create the opportunity for his teammate.
Here's Iguodala, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Iguodala's got his second basket of the game. Gordon against Thompson. Gordon kicks to Paul. Iguodala with the steal. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. Good work there as it goes. Thompson's got 15 points.
Iguodala, such a great defender, uses that wingspan to rip the basketball away from the opponent. Nice.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Green, he's checked in for Houston. And Golden State also making a change. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Curry. Livingston kicks to Thompson. Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
Well, that's just taking your eyes off the target before releasing the pass. Very careless.
Paul passes to Anderson. Fires the three. Good on the triple.
How about the quickness of that release from Anderson on that triple? What a quick trigger. And to have a big man with his kind of accuracy from deep, it's a nice weapon to have.
Durant with a wide open look. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. High post shot. Tucker can't get it to go. Warriors trail by 16. Thompson inside the line. And again, no good by Golden State. For Houston, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Tucker can't get it to go.
Boy, the defense gets into his head and alters his release when he really doesn't have to.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Rockets. James Ennis comes in for Chris Paul. And Golden State also making a change. McCaw's checked in. To the paint. Here's Green. And he banks in the layup. He's got 8.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Warriors have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. To the inside, McCaw. And it's good assisting on the play with Livingston.
Well, it's the size that Livingston presents at the point guard spot that's so unique. This guy is terrific, finding the open man.
Now, here's Tucker, defended by Durant. And Tucker kicks to Green. Kicks it out to Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. Capella, the pass to Ennis. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Warriors trail by 19. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And the 6'11" Clint Capella, just a phenomenal athlete. The mobility at that center spot is something really so crucial in today's game where every team is looking to expose big men on the perimeter.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Bell, he's checked in for Durant. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. And Cousins kicks to Iguodala. Cousins with a screen for Iguodala. Back to Cousins. Fires for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Cousins has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, he continues to be a dangerous scorer for them, but he can't do it all by himself. Someone else has got to help him climb out of this hole. Well, can't find the target, but good work to get into open space inside the arc.
And there's the call on James Ennis. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Rockets making a change here. Harden's checked in. James Harden. Here's McCaw, defended by Gordon. McCaw with the bucket.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Fires for 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Here's Cousins, and Cousins throws it down.
Well, wow. Kev, how about that fantastic look by Steph Curry? The ability to create and make the guys around him better.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the foul against Golden State. Rockets have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
16 seconds left to play in the third. Screen by Cousins. Now Curry. Here's McCaw. Oh, he hits it. How about that shot?
Tough shot.
Incredible. And so it's Houston, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. Back to the action after this word. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, down low, it's Green and Cousins. Curry and McCaw are the 1 and the 2. And it's Iguodala in at the 3 spot. Here's Harden on the wing, guarded by Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Curry with the steal. And now here comes Iguodala leading the break. And it's Iguodala with the jam.
Boy, you cannot let Andre Iguodala sprint past you in transition. He's a big-time threat in that environment.
Harden the pass to Capella. Over Cousins. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The first one falls. All checked in for Eric Gordon. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Warriors trail by 10. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
He's off on the first. Good on the second free throw. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Harden the pass to Anthony. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 5 assists in the game. The Warriors shooting with confidence. Wow, 66% from the floor. Doris, when you talk about coaching, aside from wins and losses, how can you gauge if a coach is doing a good job?
Well, you make a great point, Kevin, because if an organization is in a rebuild situation, then winning is almost impossible because you're outgunned and outmanned every single night. So to evaluate those coaches, here are the things I would look at. 1, are you maximizing the talent at your disposal? Are your player development skills at such a degree that you're seeing incremental improvement from the guys on your roster? And then ultimately, Kevin, are guys playing hard? Are they competitive every night? Even if the wins don't necessarily show in the box score and at the end of the, the regular season, the reality is, are you playing hard? Are you competitive?
Kicks it out to Paul. A 3. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Very healthy, 6 for 9.
Boy, Carmelo Anthony is capable, when he wants to, of spotting that open man. Pretty pass.
Timeout called the Warriors. You look at Chris Paul. What a contribution.
Well, I think this is a necessary timeout so they can figure out a way to limit the impact this guy's having from 3-point range. They've got to dedicate more resources to their perimeter D.
PJ Tucker, he's checked in for James Ennis. Kevin Durant's checked in for Golden State. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. He was not happy with their defensive performance. He said they're getting everything they want. We've got to show them we can't let that happen. You have to make a stand. You have to get some stops, and that'll get us going on a run. Guys?
Look, Kev, that's pure strength from Draymond Green. When he gets hit, he still finds a way to score it.
That's good from Green.
Well, let's remember that Draymond Green was drafted in the 2nd round, but that competitive fire runs deep, and he has memorized the names of the 34 players selected ahead of him. Talk about holding a grudge.
And the rejection by Harden. Tucker dishes to Harden. Paul outside. Passes it to Capella. Kicks it out to Harden. Shot clock at 6. Anthony, the pass to Tucker. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 5 assists tonight. And despite all his success, Draymond continues to play with a chip on his shoulder.
Well, there remains, Kevin, a desire to prove his critics wrong, and it served as great fuel to keep this guy hungry and focused.
Now, here's Tucker. He's covered closely. Here's the screen. Thompson against Harden. Misses in close. Warriors trail by 14. Thompson outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Draymond Green obviously gives you a lot of things, Doris, but what really jumps out on the stat sheet are the assists he picks up.
I think Draymond Green would tell you that it's helpful to have terrific scorers around you, but what this young guy does have is incredible vision, an unselfish and focused mindset. Draymond Green is an asset to any organization.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, I like to see them mix it up a little bit. You've got to keep the opposition off balance.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Chris Paul.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite.
I know he's not the most efficient long-range shooter, but Tucker hits enough of those to space out the defense.
Bell kicks to Curry. And the Warriors miss again. Houston leading by 15.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Rockets.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Chris Paul.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
Here is Harden. And the jam by Harden.
I'll tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Oh, there's no doubt. This crowd is into it, and it's because of how well their guys have played tonight.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're behind by 15. 46 seconds left in the fourth. Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Patrick McCaw, he's checked in for Golden State. Livingston comes in for Curry. Here's Green. They get it back. Pass to Livingston. Golden State moving the ball around. Pass to Green. To the inside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, he might be a point guard, but don't sleep on the vertical of Mr. Sean Livingston. You're talking about a big-time athlete.
Now here's Carter Williams. He's covered by Livingston. Carter Williams dishes to Anderson. Green, the screen. Anderson passes to Ennis. And it's Carter Williams in the corner. Clock at 4. Shoots over Livingston. Carter Williams can't get it to go. Livingston with it. From deep three-point range, no good. So we see Houston taking the W here, even early on. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That